All right, students, we want to talk about the endocrine system, and here are the learning objectives associated with the endocrine system for this particular lesson. We're going to cover, and this is going to be like a two-parter video. So, however, we're going to talk about, of course, just the functions of the endocrine system. All right, how the endocrine system can impact other organ systems, and the anatomical position and features of the endocrine system organs. All right, the endocrine system, what is that all about? Well, the endocrine system is pretty much a network of glands in your body, in everyone's body, that makes hormones. And hormones are just simply just chemicals, kind of more like chemical messengers that help cells and organs talk and work with each other. So the endocrine system is definitely a system that helps in the communication process of different cells, different organ systems, and just kind of helps it to run smoothly in our body. And again, just continuing on with the definitions, they're responsible for almost every cell, organ, and function in the body. So that's the endocrine system. Now, the endocrine system actually is made up of a whole bunch of glands. So a definition of a gland is an organ that makes and releases a hormone. Again, a hormone is simply just known as a chemical messenger. It's just simply a chemical messenger. Just a chemical that's usually like released that actually sends a message or tries to stimulate cells or other organs to, to do things, to produce things for the good of the body. So a chemical messenger to do a specific job in the body. Endocrine glands release substance that make into your bloodstream, and the bloodstream carries these chemicals throughout the body for proper function of the body. So of course, it makes sense. Anything that gets into the bloodstream definitely is going to go throughout the entire body. Why? Because of course the bloodstream goes throughout the entire body. All right, so let's talk about a couple main features in association with these glands. Okay, so you have the endocrine. Let's talk about the endocrine versus the exocrine gland. All right. So first of all, the exocrine gland. The prefix exo means kind of like out, as in exit, going out, being released. All right. So the exocrine glands are glands that have ducts, kind of ducts in a nice way to, I don't know, like tubes, if you will, in a sense, right? But ducts to carry away their secretions out of the body or to the exterior portions of the body. A lot of times these exocrine glands may be located close to the target cells or the target organs that they impact. Whereas endo, the prefix endo, within, endocrine glands, they're ductless, so they don't have any ducts. All right. So basically, does not have any ducts or tubes to carry its secretion hormones. All right. So, however, what the endocrine glands use, actually, since they don't have ducts, they actually put their secretions or the chemicals or their hormones directly into the bloodstream, so that the bloodstream can distribute their hormones throughout the body. So again, exocrine. Actually, again, chemicals that goes kind of towards the exterior of the body. It's not carried by way of the bloodstream. Whereas the endocrine glands, yes, those glands, basically those hormones are released from the endocrine glands, and they are carried away by the bloodstream. All right, so again, exocrine and endocrine glands. Again, so it's kind of like a little schematic of how they look. So again, these are the gland cells. All right, so these are the cells, all right, of the glands, all right. And again, exocrine simply secretes products through the ducts. Okay, so these are the ducts here. Whereas endocrine, endo, within, secretes products, or secretes a product. I don't know why directly is written here twice, my fault, but actually goes directly into the blood. So as you can see here, all right, here's the blood flow right here, as you can see. So basically these cells are going to release some type of chemical messengers, the hormones, and that's going to be released directly into the blood, into the circulatory system. The circulatory system is going to carry those hormones and it can carry those hormones to a far distant portion of the body. Okay, so again, where that these hormones target cells or organs might be somewhere just very far from the body. Okay, so maybe something might be produced by the pituitary gland or hypothalamus, which is in the head, and it's going to affect maybe something, some parts in the body that's in the torso or in the GI tract or something like that, for an example, by way of the bloodstream. All right, this is called a Venn diagram. So a Venn diagram is basically, we have the exocrine and the endocrine. So the Venn diagram is just is showing, you have these two circles, and these two circles intersect each other. So here's, of course, as you see, one circle. Again, we call this a Venn diagram. One circle representing what? The exocrine. And then another circle, try to use a different color, see if it does anything. Another circle representing the components and the features as relates to the endocrine. And again, these are where the two circles intersect. And these are the things that they have in common. In fact, that they, color, that they're both glands. Okay, so let's look at the exocrine. So again, the exocrine makes non-hormones such as oils, sweat, tears, saliva, digestive juices. And of course, we can relate to the oils and sweats and tears. Those things are secreted towards the exterior part of our body. Exo, going out, exit. All right, located next to the target organ. All right, so usually, again, these exocrine glands are located real close to the organ that it impacts in the target. Releases these products into ducts. Again, that's the exocrine. Whereas the endocrine, again, makes hormones. Hormones we know as chemical messengers. All right, do not have to be located next to the target organs. All right, so they just actually release into the bloodstream, infuse their chemical messengers in the bloodstream, and again, like I said, and then the bloodstream will take it away, maybe somewhere that's kind of a little close or somewhere far away in the body to have an impact. All right, here's some of the organs associated with the endocrine system. So you have here in the brain the hypothalamus, pituitary or the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, thyroid, parathyroid. Okay, and it's just kind of showing the anatomical locations of these glands here. The thymus, the adrenals, which are sitting on top of the kidneys. And of course, this is a female, and that's a male. And of course, everything is the same. Kidneys, pancreas, of course, all females and males have these. Now, here are the things, of course, that are different, of course, from the male and female. And you have the ovaries, the uterus, and the testes. Yeah, these are part of the reproductive system, but they're also part of, on some level or another, part of the endocrine system, because they're going to be producing their own, they have their own glands, and they're going to be producing their own hormones and so on and so forth. All right, the pituitary gland, right here in the brain. Okay, the pituitary gland is a pea-sized organ at the base of the brain. It produces many hormones that travel throughout the body. So, of course, this is what? An exocrine gland. It travels throughout the body, influencing a certain process or stimulating other glands to produce other hormones. So right here, pituitary gland. All right, and of course, right here, above it, the hypothalamus. All right, and this is a sagittal. Remember, sagittal, kind of a longitudinal cut. All right, kind of from top to bottom of the brain. Actually, of the kind of the head, you have the nasal cavity here. As you can see, you have the brain stem, the skull, the skin on top. Well, nonetheless, you see the hypothalamus right here, and this is the pituitary gland. Didn't really highlight it there, but here's the pituitary gland going in right there. Okay, so this should conclude part 1.